Superman 700, The Return of Superman. Everybody has been waiting for this one. Maybe? Okay, maybe not. But, I found out something new that I didn't know about, that Superman had actually returned from somewhere. I didn't even know that he was gone until I started picking up some comics and started reading some back issues. I figured out that there was the rebirth of his old planet Krypton, so of course, when he heard the news of this, of course he was going to go and he was going to go and of course investigate his planet, his quote-unquote first home planet being reborn, so of course he's going to go ahead and check that out. And then some other issues occurred while he was up there. Already he had to save some planets or save the Earth or something like that. So he was gone for a little bit, but now he's back. And now in this issue they have 3 stories with the Man of Steel returning. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive into these 3. I like the cover on this one. I like the little cover. The Giants has anniversary, shows Superman holding Lois and all of his friends on the roof of the Daily Planet. There's Supergirl, Jimmy Olsen, there's Perry White, there's his mother, and then there's Superboy. And then right here, there is Krypto the Superdog. I was very disappointed to find out that Krypto was not in this issue. I was hoping that they would show the Superdog somewhere, but they didn't show the Superdog. So, boo on DC for not putting the dog in the video. Next time, put the dog in the video. So, let's go ahead and let's dive into this first story. And of course, as we see, nothing new here, Lois Lane in trouble. Even when Superman is gone, she still manages to get her butt in trouble, always finding herself in places where she does not belong. And we see her starting off getting chased by a parasite. Lois, of course, is trying to get the scoop on a story, trying to put these guys away. And here we have the comeback. There we go. She's running through what appears to be some type of warehouse. I guess they're smuggling guns or whatnot, things like that. This villain right here, he asks a very question that I'd like to know the answer of too. Is how in God's name is she always exactly where she shouldn't be? We have no idea. It's I don't know. Call it her superpower. I guess she's always seems to be trouble where she's not supposed to be. But of course she finds herself here again. So we see her. So we see Lois running for her life. We see the parasite is on her trail. He's busting through crates, and then all of a sudden, oh, that's the wrong. Sorry, that's the wrong voice music thing. But here he is. Superman, just in the nick of time. That's another one of his superpowers. Always showing up in the nick of time to save Lois. And here he is like, hello, Miss Lane. It's been a while. So they have that brief little intro right there. And then Superman proceeds to pound Parasite. But not before Parasite gets one little quick cheap shot in. Thought you were gone, Superman, no matter. And then of course they go on to this little monologue. He's gonna make Superman wish that he never came back, and there, of course, Superman proceeds to give Parasite a good thrashing, as he's, of course, done once before. Parasite grabs onto one of his little henchmen, trying to get more power against Superman, but that doesn't help. Superman knocks him through a couple of crates onto the other side, knocks him so hard, and then I think he pops him one more again just for good measure, and then Parasite's down. Yeah, stay down. So then after that's done, he says there's too much here for him to care about, that he wouldn't come back. He sees Lois over there standing in the shadows. She starts walking, he starts walking. She has a little glisten gleam in her eye, and bam, here we have the embrace, the long-awaited embrace of him returning and her wanting to see her Superman. So then after that, the villains are jailed and the story filled in. Superman and Lois on top of the Daily Planet as always. And here they're just expressing some feelings. Superman expressing how he feels, Lois expressing how she feels. Superman telling her that the only thing that kept him going was him being with her. Then after that little meeting on the rooftop of the Daily Planet, they go back to their apartment where other physical activities pursue. And then after that, they have another little meeting. This is just them. This is basically just them getting reconnected in this story right here. So basically Lois and Clark just getting reconnected with themselves since they've been away for so long. Clark has missed Lois. Lois has missed him. Vice versa. Lois says that she wants to go out, so Superman takes her out for a little midnight flight, as they've done so many times in the past. Lois tells her that she's never felt closer to Superman or Clark in this little moment right here, except when they're flying. Then she does something. She asks him, "Promise me that you'll never leave me like that again." And of course, he can't do that because he never knows he's Superman, and of course, he saves the world. So he can't do that. But Lois just said, "Of course I know that. I just wanted to hear you say it." And here at the final page, we have them floating above a very nice rendered city. They almost look, the city almost looks 3D. The city looks real, and they are like just planted in the city, like they just planted that picture right there. But it's still a nice ending to the first story of Superman coming back. I read this, and since I heard the pre-story about him coming back, I really wasn't expecting too much action in this one. Of course, it was going to be him coming back, and of course, him and Lois being reconnected after all that long time of them being apart. So that's Superman, the comeback. Stay tuned, and we'll be reviewing the second part of Superman number 700. So stay tuned.